Hi everyone, I'm trying to start a game on Chess. Let's see how we go. Why is that one a bunny? So this is rapid, right? 20 plus 7, 25 plus 10 counts as classical. Interesting. They must be on the boundary. Okay, I use Zen mode so I don't know who I'm playing against. I am white. I've been trying to play more one knight f3. Can you see the board? I'll just use this method. So this is a Black London. I do this. My understanding is I want to do this and this. Or this knight here, maybe Finchetto. The other bishop. Alright. Yeah, I haven't played much recently. So here, I have to remember the line. Pretty sure this is the line. With knight here. There's lines with queen here and pawn push. And there's also lines with Finchettoing on this side. So we'll see how it goes. All right. All right, let's see how we go. Do we do this one? Do we do this one? Do we do this one? So I note that black hasn't prepared castling yet. I have to think. So there's a few candidates. All right. First of all, what if I just gambit a pawn? So take. It's not good enough, is it? Not really great. So this one is interesting. The thing is, if you're going to do c5, your knight should be on that square, shouldn't it? All right, here, do you do pawn push? And then do I do this? And then you do that one, do you? If I did this, you do pawn push. I can Benko gambit it. I don't know, let's do that. Looks interesting. I don't know if it's the best decision, but we'll find out. I do note my opponent has not castled. Here, it's like a reverse Benko gambit, right? Something like that. All right, so you can get that in. Can I do much about that? Not right now. So should we reverse Benko gambit it? So here, it's a little bit different to Benko gambit, but it's the Benko gambit idea, right? Because I get this square for the knight. It's there, it's kind of nice. Still, if you take, I can just take here, can't I? So it's not that much of a gambit, is it? All right. I mean, it looks fine to me. I don't see anything too scary. I do note that black has not castled. Are you sure you can do that? All right, so knight there looks very tempting. Knight there, hitting the bishop, and here. Pawn takes, queen in. I don't know. Knight there, I don't see any good follow-up. I'm going to take your bishop. And I'll put my other knight here. Yeah, interesting. Oh, so we're sacking the exchange. Either that or we didn't notice. Um, all right. Well, we'll see how we go. Right. So, this is annoying. I want to get my queen over here somewhere. What can I do? Pawn push. That pawn push might be alright. Normally I wouldn't do that. Weakens this. It's not easy to get in. Queen there. This one? No, here, maybe. So take, does give you a bit of oomph. Yeah, take. What about pawn push? Does that help you or hinder you? Maybe it helps you. Take. What if I go here? Does that, maybe that's enough to block, enough blocking, and then I can just trade off. That'll do. How concerned am I about that pawn? Not especially, I think. I'm more concerned about you coming in with a bit of an attack. How concerned am I about that? A bit. Right, so do I take here? So knight takes... Knight takes... I can just grab that. So you take with the pawn, I guess. Knight takes also allows this check. I might as well take there. I don't want to have to worry about that pawn. Calculate all the moves with that pawn forever. And so here, what do you do? Can your knight move anywhere? Nowhere good. Here. Go back. Just want to trade off. Or should I go here? Or here and control that square? Let's go here. I don't see a future for the bishop elsewhere. So where does this queen want to go? Here, here. If it goes here. Oh, you can go there, can't you? Are you planning on doing that? Maybe. Just, it can drop back. This is hit. We'll have to think about that in a minute. So queen here, is that an option? So if here I go here, I am giving you too much counterplay, am I not? Maybe I should do this. And make sure that this can be defended laterally. So here it opens up that line as well. So here, if you do that, my bishop's trapped. It can go here, but then you pawn push. Yeah, let's not do that. Here, that's interesting actually. It allows you this square. It's not great. All right, maybe just something sensible. Yeah, I don't see that being a big problem. I'm gonna go here, here. Are you gonna bust open my king side? Potentially. All right. Am I afraid of that? Not really. First of all, what do you do if I give you this check? All right, take. Undefends that. Oh, I'm afraid of that, aren't I? So if check, you could move to the side. Maybe I'll just go here. No, that's not great. I don't know, that check seems fine. Does mean you can take that, can't you? So here, if you go to the side, I have to take, do I? So let's say bishop takes, so you maintain the pressure. What if I take immediately? Is it bishop takes? Check. Should I just go here and stick my queen on that square? Here, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes. Queen there. Yeah, then I can do check, check, can't I? Pawn push, what's that like? Makes that very weak and you can attack it easily, but maybe I should just do that. I'll do that then. If you en passant take, take, I think that's fine. Yeah, knight takes, take with the queen. Maybe, oh, if you take immediately, take with the queen. Hangs here, doesn't it? No, you have to take with the knight. So maybe I should just take. Take, pawn push. Hangs that. It's a bit of bother, isn't it? All right, check. Maybe I just need to try to swap off. here. Oh, not there. Here. Yeah, I'll do that. Even if I lose a pawn, if I can get the queens off the board, it should be all right. That is the downside. Suppose here, pawn push, knight takes there. Might be all right. Nothing too scary. How are you going to do that? Right here. So if rook takes, you threaten checkmate. I must admit, it's not pleasant, but maybe I can just swap off queens. That one's defended, and that's the end of the attack, isn't it? Knight takes. You're hitting my rook. At the same time, check. Here. Maybe I should just give the exchange back. All right, is that a move? Not so keen on allowing this, but it's not too bad, is it? So if you go there, I can just block like that. So here allows me to take that with check. It's not great. Go there. Yeah, I need to get rid of the queens. So knight takes, maybe just get rid of the queens. No, I can't take like that. I have to take with a rook. Is it better for me? Hard to say. All right, let's just hope for the best. That's interesting. Rook b7 is quite interesting, actually. I didn't see that before. So if you take either way there, threatening checkmate. Yeah, maybe this is better than the lines I was looking at. So if there's no queens on the board, it's fine. But if there's queens on the board, problem. As your queen slices through there. That's always the downside of giving up this bishop for that rook. So it can be a sacrifice. So this or this, right? That here, if you take, yeah. So the only way to prevent checkmate is there, right? Oh, you could go here, check, here. And that's not checkmate, is it? Still, I don't think you want me to do that. Yeah, all right, so rook, king here. I might as well take, I guess. You can go in the corner, can't you? Oh, you want to defend that pawn, maybe. Oh, I don't know, I have to defend my rook. And here, it's probably all right. So rook, pawn push, knight here. Is it okay? Rook, pawn push. So is pawn push the right move? It weakens, or at least undefends that. Yeah. Anyway, rook here, threatening checkmate. If you go there, I'm just taking your queen. And that would probably win, I think. Oh no, because then I need that to defend my... I need my rook to defend my rook. All right, pawn push. I'm not threatening this because that's checkmate, right? So you can just ignore it. All right. So here... So king... Here, king this square. So here, here, here. So you're not threatening, you're not really threatening to win an exchange here, so I could just trade off queens. But here kind of develops my rook. I don't see any stronger move than that, so let's do that. Can you defend? No. I've got to stop the checkmate. So there, or king here is what I would expect. So here, maybe I won't take the pawn. Oh, okay, that makes it easier. What's that? You go there, I checkmate. If you take with a queen, yeah, you don't recapture. That's a tactical problem, isn't it? The queen is undefended. Yeah, all right, well, that was a game. Thank you to my opponent, who is Anoshi. I don't think I played that perfectly, but where were we? So before we go to the engine analysis, let's go. So this is I call it the Black London because Black plays the London. Yeah, we didn't get a C6, this one. We got a C5. I don't know what to think about this. C4. Yeah, on YouTube, I forget which grandmaster, but they say King's Indian attack is effective against Black London. C4. All right. C4, it came out all right. Computer gives it a dubious, this move. B4, B6, knight H4. So hitting here and here, fair enough. Bishop G6, dubious, because it gives up that. Knight F3, Bishop D6. Yeah, that was a good move. That one's fine. I'm under quite a fair amount of pressure. Knight there. Question mark. Queen here. Queen D7. Rook B7. Queen E8. All right. I don't know. I don't see anywhere I can improve in particular. Wow, 95% accuracy. All right. Well, I can't complain about that. Yeah, so C5, not in the master database. So Lee chess at approximately my level, also not really. What's wrong with it? Kind of anti-London. Let's check the engine. C5. C4 is the best move. Okay, wow. I don't know, it looked all right. With a fianchetto kingside bishop, you often play C4 or the symmetric idea on, here, on black side. Here, E4 was a move. I remember mentioning it, thinking, oh, is there a gambit here? Because, so what if you just take? knight h4. I mean, all right, you're gambiting a pawn, but black did not castle. All right, I didn't end up doing that though. d4, what was the best move? b4? I played b4. I benko'd it. Benko gambited it. So e5 was the best move. So if I take, you take back with the bishop. Fair enough. But yeah, I come in here. And you're still not castled nor getting closer to castling. Bishop there. So the computer takes here first. So b takes. If here... Well, knight here. Yeah. So our computer's not moving there. They're doing this and adding pressure on here, I guess. Doesn't seem that strong. Oh, maybe it is pretty strong. All right, knight h4 seemed reasonable to me. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe my opponent just didn't realize the rook was attacked from here. But when you play these openings, you know that that rook's attacked. You're always thinking, oh, that rook should not be lined up with that bishop. So taking, yeah, look at the engine. Taking is not necessarily the best move here. So taking here, bishop takes. Yeah, maybe taking is the best. BC. I took here. It's one of the engine's top moves. Knight f3. All right. Bishop d6 makes sense. You got to move the bishop somewhere. e5, controlling more of the center. I don't know. This one seems a better practical option to me. B takes. So taking with the bishop. I wouldn't take with the bishop. All right, and so that wasn't the greatest move. Yeah, in hindsight, after knight g4, I'm like, oh, why did I put my bishop there? Rook b1. This is the kind of move you're not going to regret. Rook b1. It's like, look at that. Open file. Should have played that instead. Knight g4. Computer says queen a4, rook b1, both okay. Knight there. So what I just played queen across. Queen check. Like the engine, it's the engine's top move, and here it's giving me dubious. Make up your mind. So yeah, I thought knight back might be necessary, but I wouldn't complain about that, would I? So knight takes. I was expecting bishop takes. Bishop was what took. Otherwise, you just give up all your pressure. Queen d7, the strongest move. Wow, look at that. Yeah, this, I simply wanted to swap off queens. And once I swapped off queens, that exchange would be very powerful. And I thought, maybe I can even give up a pawn or even an exchange myself in return for that. Rook takes. Rook b7 was the best move. There, bishop e7 is game over. So I saw here, the engine just takes it, right? And king here. So f4 is the engine's move. Yeah, I nearly played this, didn't I? Thinking, oh, I could take this and it's double threat. And it's not really. If I take, what's this? Nyong. Yeah, rook h3. Could you just take there? Rook b7, and now everything is hanging. Everything is hanging. Yeah. I did not know my position was as powerful as the engine is saying here. I realized I was up in exchange, and I thought, all right, black's got a bit of compensation. If I would have guessed, I would have said it'd be like +1 or something like this, because black's getting a bit of initiative. But Yeah, queen a4, knight takes here, queen d7, and that is just too much attack, right? This is weak. Pieces are loose. So the computer says king g8, rook b7, king h7, queen f8. Defend the pawn like that. Bishop e7, hitting that pawn as well. Oh, you can't go there. You have to go back. Brutal. Computers are brutal. All right. All right. Yeah, so once I realized rook b7 was a move, I was like pretty much focused on optimizing my moves. Rook h2, yeah, rook b7, clearly the best. Okay. And then when I saw bishop e7, oh, look at all checks and captures. It looks silly to begin with, but then it's like, okay, you go there, I take your queen for free. And if you take my queen, I take your queen, you can't recapture because it's defended. Yeah, sneaky little in-betweeny, eh? All right, thanks to my opponent, Anishi, and thanks to everyone for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. TTFN!